What's up, guys? This is Kephas, and we are facing down a crap ton of snakes. Holy cow. We're in Gundrak. We're playing World of Warcraft, and we are back to the leveling fun that is World of Warcraft. I am excited to finally be playing this again. It's been a minute. It's been a few minutes, actually. Holy cow. And yeah, so yeah, we're getting back into the swing of things for sure. I think. I hope. Yes, that's my plan. I know I say that a lot, but that's my plan, and this is where it begins. Right here in Gundrak. Yeah, we are almost out of Northrend, thank God, because, I mean, Northrend's cool and all, but, I mean, we've been here for a minute, so I'm ready to move on to the next thing and get you guys voting again. What's going on? Oh, I think we're fighting. I'm confused, as you can tell. Look at all these nameplates. Like, if you're me right now, this is psychotic. Like, there's freaking nameplates all over the place, and I'm like, dude, what am I supposed to do? What are we fighting? What do we eat? What even is everything here? But we're going to take on the boss now. I have a lot of fond memories of this place. Like back when this was relevant. Like this boss up here, when this was on Heroic, was not easy. And our strategy was to not fight him right away. It was to go like to the middle room and fight him there. So like what we do is like we'd start on the other end, and then we'd get to the middle area and clear that out and kill the middle boss. And then we'd clear out the pathway to this area, and we would have the tank pull him all the freaking way back to where we were, and that's how we'd fight him. I forget what the reason was. I think it had something to do with like a bunch of snakes getting all mean and nasty, and we'd have to kill them. And it was kind of crazy. But yeah, so luckily, I mean, you don't even have to do that anymore. So, but it was cool though. I mean, that was like back in the day when dungeons were like the bomb. Like they were hard. I mean, they weren't like too hard, but they required you to think. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a good balance there between having dungeons be freaking mythic level, like, insane for people that aren't, like, the best players, like, you know, like me, and having dungeons that, like, do require you for a minute to think and get the hang of it. You know, I think a lot of times, like, with rap, I don't think the dungeons were necessarily easy. I think it's just that we were doing them so much that they became easy because we knew exactly what to do, and then we just eventually outgeared them, and they did get kind of repetitious, but, like, I don't know. They weren't too hard. It's a weird balance that you have to find, I guess, to make it so that it's fun and like repeatable. Because the more repetitive something is, if it's too complicated and it's repetitive, then it gets a little boring. And I mean, it just gets too tedious. Like difficulty becomes tedious when it's repetitive, and simplicity becomes boring when it's repetitive. So, like, what do you do in that situation? You know, like you have to find a way to make it like somewhere in the middle. I don't know. It's something to think about. I don't know. Me doing my little philosophy, just kicking them off. I probably have a lot of thoughts in my head because it's been a while since I've talked to you guys. But yeah, I mean that's one thing. Like I miss doing dungeons. That's why I wanted to start off with a dungeon. It's been a while since I've played. There's not a lot of motivation for me to play World of Warcraft right now outside of leveling. And I think it's going to kind of be how things are going to have to be until the new expansion comes out. I raid on occasion. But the end game is just not. There's nothing there for me at all. I mean, it's just gotten very, very, very stale. So, you know, that's one of the things. Like the reason why I haven't made any of those like really cool like talky videos. I'm gonna turn the volume down just a little bit, so that way I'm making sure that we're not too loud here. Well, that was a little bit loud. Okay, I think that ought to be good right there. Yeah, visually impaired, trying to get the volume right. You know, what can you say? Alright, we're going to take on the boss soon, I think. I think this is the boss. But, yeah, it's hard. I want to make videos. I have some thoughts on, like, you know, one of the things that I think is interesting, I always, like, share my thoughts here, and then sometimes if you watch this and you listen to me talk for a while, sometimes you'll hear my thoughts that I share with you here, and sometimes you guys give me feedback on it, and then you'll see it become a video. And I've been thinking a lot about garrisons, and, you know, like, WoW has its garrisons, but a lot of other games are starting to employ their own player housing base kind of thing. If you've played the Phantom Pain Metal Gear game, there is basically it has its own garrison, and you know, in a lot of ways it works. You know, in terms of, oh yeah, I gotta pick up these weird stones. I just remember that. Okay, in a lot of ways it works. You know what I mean? Like in the sense that like it's fun. You're not there all the time. The game isn't based around it. It's almost like a second part of the game. And on the other hand, it is still just menu management. You know what I mean? And like There's a really cool riddle that is involved with your base. I mean, there are a couple times that your base kind of has its moments of spotlight. Like there's just a riddle that's involved, like not a rizzle so much rizzle razzle, but like a puzzle in the game. That's what I meant to say, and I said rizzle. But there's a puzzle in the game about halfway through that is involved with you going through your base. I'll just say that much. And it just is. It's really cool, like how it's done. But the problem with it is that it just boils down to this tedious management of the menu. And if you guys know me, you know I hate games that are just menus. Specifically when they're games that I want to play, not menus. So if it's a game that I know is going to be menu management, that's one thing. And I mean, with any RPG, there is an element of menu. I mean, there just kind of has to be. You could argue that the old Final Fantasy games were just menu management, when you had to go through the menu and click your attacks. Same with Pokemon. You could argue that those are menu management games, but it's a little bit different. You know, like when you're just looking at a menu and you don't really see the outcome at all. And so when it comes to Mother Base and Metal Gear, it's really cool. It's very well integrated with, you know, direct impact of what happens on the field, and that's what's good about it. And I think that's what separates it from the Blizzard's Garrison thing, menu, like the whole thing. It doesn't really have a great impact on what is going on. Oh, this was an achievement that I had the hardest time getting back in the day, making sure that he doesn't turn into Big Elephant Man. You know, so I mean, so like, but what it, like I said, what it does do well is it implements itself, you know, with it directly impacting, you know, what goes on in the field, out in the world, when you're doing stuff, when you're doing your missions and whatnot. So I think that works really well. Oh, perfect! I got my last 3 right here. Like I said, you know, so that's something I think that when it comes to, you know, a home, like a home base or whatever, you know, and then there's like this multiplayer aspect to it. What the heck? I just took damage. Oh well. There's a multiplayer aspect to it, so you can like defend each other's bases, you can attack each other's bases, kind of stuff like that. And all that stuff is kind of neat, just the way that you can interact, I guess, and the way that it impacts your, you know, your world. But, you know, like if you go to Mother Base, there's not much of a reason to go there. I mean, you give your men morale if you go there, but you don't have to be there for very long unless you really want to be, which is again a direct contrast to, you know, World of Warcraft, where it basically you don't really want to leave. There's really no reason to leave. There's every reason to go there. And, you know, again, I think that's something that, you know, is important when it comes to player housing and, you know, these bases, garrisons. I like calling them garrisons. I think that's kind of a good name for them. But, you know, like, or bases. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, and Fallout's going to have its own, like, bunker, I guess something similar. So, I mean, it seems like this, you know, this new mechanic, if you want to call it that, this base garrison mechanic thing is, what the heck are we stuck in combat for? Oh, well, who cares? It looks like it's starting to become a very popular design decision for games that normally wouldn't have, like, I mean, like, because what those things are like they're kind of like a lot of the mobile games that we've played. Like, freaking remember back when Mafia Wars came out, and that's kind of like what Mafia Wars was. You build up your mafia, like, you know, and like you had like energy and you had like a time limit, like before you could do things again. And that's the thing about the Metal Gear thing that sucks, is that, like, you're playing Metal Gear, there's no reason for this, but it has like you make something, it takes like 2 hours to make it, or it takes 2 hours to upgrade, and it's like, why is that mechanic in this game? That's just really weird. Like, why am I forced to wait? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. The Mario game, like the new Super Mario Maker game, like where it has like this weird gated thing with like unlocking stuff by time and not by anything that you actually do, like that's the kind of stuff in the games, like this, you know, this stuff that I don't like, is why are we putting things behind a time wall? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it should be unlocked, and especially in single player. In MMOs, I kind of understand it. It's a cheap way to get us to subscribe longer and waste time. But in other games, like, why is that becoming a thing? I don't understand that at all. You know, so that's just something like about the whole, like, You know, something. It's a combination of the whole menu system and then the freaking like time system, and it's like, why is this a thing? You know, like, because like with Metal Gear, there are a lot of people that are going to love Metal Gear and are going to hate that menu management crap. Like, actually, I know a few who are playing it that don't like that. You know, like, and so like that's one of those things that I don't know. Why did I die? Dang. Oh well. Good thing I still got the XP because I would have been ticked. Hopefully they will res me. Please res me. Can I get a res? Okay, good. I think you're rezzing me. Thank you so much for rezzing me. Yeah. So like I said, I don't know. I don't think it's for everyone. And I think that's something that developers need to be careful of. Is that like when they make these games, that it's not for everybody. And some people that would otherwise really enjoy the game might not like it when they see something like that. I know one friend who won't buy it specifically because of the the menu management. At the same time, there are other people that are going to absolutely love it. So, what is this puddle? Has this always been here? Yeah, I guess it has. I don't know what the heck is going on. Alright, we're back. And we're ready to just... Basically, what this place entails is us just killing a bunch of animals. That's basically what we're going to do for a while. So, we're going to kill animals, and I'm going to keep talking. And looks like there are other people that are killing animals, too. That guy... Yep, good. Well, we'll go somewhere else and kill animals. I'll kill these animals here. Oh, what the heck? That's not an animal. That's a troll. Cool. Well, we'll kill goblin. No, it's not a troll. It's a goblin. No, it's a troll and a goblin. Okay. Well, now we need to find more animals to kill. Sucks. Okay. That's one thing about this place is it seems like I've noticed this. Like, I've been all over the world. Like, I've been everywhere in this game. All over Northrend now. And it seems like, for some weird reason, Sholozar is, like, freaking highly populated. I don't even know why. But it is. So, you know what? It's alright. Nothing wrong with that. We'll just keep going. And we have to kill a lot of animals. It's a little bit insane. It's weird because, like, I mean, I guess it's about as many as it was in Nagrand. They added this in because people like Nagrand, so they said, hey, we'll give them a new Nagrand to do things in, I guess. And they picked this, and that's what we're doing. So, people like this zone. I can see why. Hey, look, we got some thorium. Or titanium, not thorium. Probably won't be enough for me to actually have it. Oh well, jeez, okay. I did get some. Well, I got nuggets. You want some titanium nuggets? Sounds kind of dirty. But check out my new mount. It's the grinning thing, the grinning bug thing. It's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. It was worth it. I mean, I paid like $12 for it. It was totally worth it to me. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously I've been playing a crap ton of Metal Gear, because that game's awesome. I mean, it has some things about it I don't like. That might be a future video, me talking about my critiques of Metal Gear. They do exist. There are some, as a matter of fact. And, yeah, like, I mean, I am a huge Metal Gear fan. Like, I am one of the biggest Metal Gear fans that I know. Probably one of the more crazy rabid Metal Gear fans out there, for sure. But I mean, I'm not like crazy about anything that's a fan. Like, I'm like, it's a game. But like, to give you an idea, the first Metal Gear I played was Metal Gear Solid. I played it like right around the time it came out. It was on PlayStation 1, and it got me through a really hard time in my life. It was one of the games that I played when my sister passed away. To give you, like, just so you know, like, it was like it has an emotional connection with me. Like, I have an emotional connection to Metal Gear. Played the crap out of it. That and Ocarina of Time were the two games that I was playing at the time when my sister had passed. And they were the games that I, that's what I did. I mean, I played games, and I was sad, and I was really enjoying those games, and they kind of got me through that hard time. So that's why I'm such a huge Zelda Metal Gear fan. And those were the two games that got me kind of into those series. And so I love Metal Gear, man. I love all of them. I mean, well, I don't like the original Nintendo ones, personally. I couldn't get into those. I know some people were like, those were awesome, but nah, I didn't really care for them. And that's cool that you did. I just didn't like them as much. But, I love the story, even though the story's ridiculous, and I love the character. I love Snake. Freaking Snake is the man. And I love all the cutscenes and all that stuff. I even love the second game. I didn't like Raiden, but I loved playing the game. It was basically the same game anyways, and Snake was there. I just... couldn't play him for very long. Let's just say I played the boat mission a lot more. But I love the third one, man. The third one's freaking third one was amazing. I think the first one was my favorite, but the third one was good too. Number 4 was great. It kind of went backwards in some ways, like in terms of just the linearness of it, so it could tell its story. But the story was really cool, and the guns were cool, and I mean, it was just a neat game. I actually, in the 4th one, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a certain part where near the end of the game where you like, basically it's a very emotional scene. It looks like things are going to crap. Snake looks like he's about to die, and you're playing as him, and you're mashing the controller. And dude, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's one of those times in a video game where I actually cried. I had tears. It was crazy. I was like tearing up. And so like, I mean, I'm a Metal Gear fan. I'm a die-hard Metal Gear fan, and I love the 5th one. I mean, it's good. I've already said that it's probably one of the best games I've ever played. I really think it actually, I think I've said it's the best game I've ever played. Like, it's definitely, like, in recent memory, it's one of the best games that I have ever played. We don't need to kill those snake people yet. We need to kill these. And I stand by that still, even though, like, I've come to the realization that there are some flaws in the game, which, here's the thing. Even like a 10 out of 10 game has its flaws, right? Like, I would give Ocarina of Time a 10 out of 10 still, because it's just the game is amazing. But it has its flaws, so technically it's not really a 10 out of 10. There really isn't a 10 out of 10 game. Like, even in the moment when you think it's a 10 out of 10, you later find out that it's not a 10 out of 10 at all. So, and besides that, we all have our opinions. I mean, there are people that think that Sonic Adventures is great. I don't think it's great. I think it's fun. I just don't think it's great. But, that's me. It's weird. Like, I'm able to think that something is fun and enjoyable, but not be technically great. You know what I mean? It's like people that, like, try to tell me that 50 Shades of Grey is a great romance novel, and I'm like, no, it's not. I mean, I'm not even speaking from an opinion. I mean, yeah, it's an opinion, but I mean, you can't compare 50 Shades of Grey to, like, great novels of romance. I mean, it's not even well written. It's like written by a 5th grader, like it's poorly written. It's written as bad as I'm talking right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so like I don't see it as a great novel at all. It's not a great novel. It's not a great romance novel. It's erotic fan fiction. But like, if you think it's good, I mean, if you enjoy it, that's fine. You're allowed to enjoy crap. I mean, I love Schwarzenegger movies, and like, I love Arnold movies. I love old action movies, but I don't call them great works of film. I just call them awesome because they were freaking awesome. I know they suck. I know they're not the best, like, dialogue. I know, like, Jean-Claude was a terrible actor. So was Sylvester Stallone. Well, no, Sylvester was a little bit better. But they weren't all, none of them were, like, great actors. Bruce Lee wasn't really, well, see, I don't know. Like, they weren't, like, his movies weren't all that great. Like, in terms of, like, the stories and stuff. They weren't all that great, but they were awesome to watch for other reasons. So, like that's just the way it is with, like, some games. Like, in Metal Gear, really, the story isn't all that great. It's a little weird. It's really confusing. There are better stories that make more sense, that are more relevant, you know what I mean? But it's just fun. It's a crazy story. And not all of it's great. Like the Quiet character, for example. I like Quiet because I used Quiet. I mean, I'm trying not to give too much away. Like, Quiet was a character that I interacted with a lot. I depended on a lot. And her story was interesting to me because, I mean, like, I cared about what happened to her. So as a character, she was important to me. But in terms of, like, the way she was written and the way that she was presented, I wasn't a fan. I was a little bit frustrated with the way that she was, like, the way they wrote her character out and the way they tried to excuse her, her scantily. Like, the whole photosynthesis thing is ridiculous. It was dumb. And so that kind of devalued the character a little bit. But, that doesn't say that there weren't other parts of the story in the 5th one that were really, really good. Because there were, and I don't want, like I said, it sucks because I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to give spoilers away. But there's just a lot of great moments in that game. Some of it's just as basic as just like, holy crap, this game, it went there. You know what I mean? Like, it went there. Wow. And I think that's something that's really cool. I love when games get real. And so it does have its moments, and it does have its crazy plot twists, and screw this guy for not looting these things. Trying to find some toigas. We need to kill some more toigas. I don't kill, like, I'm not trying to get the 60 yet because I'll kill other things over time to get that. But, so, like, it's cool. Like, it's a great game. Like I said, the mother-based stuff was one problem that I had. The Ground Zero stink is still there for me. I think what would have been kind of neat, like, they released Ground Zero. The price was ridiculous on that. And if you had Xbox Live, I don't know about PlayStation, they might have done the same thing, but like if you had Xbox Live, You could get the game for free the month before Metal Gear came out, which I did download. I didn't play it though. I just downloaded it because I just thought, hey, you never know. But I didn't really want to play it. And if I had known how important it is to the story, I would have. So here's a recommendation. If you plan on playing Metal Gear and you haven't played through Ground Zero yet and you have it, I recommend playing it. As a matter of fact, the things that you do will carry over into the game, and some of the unlocks in the Phantom Pain are actually from Ground Zero. What I kind of wish they would have done, though, is, I don't know how, but you know how games have expansions now. I think it would have been kind of neat if they would have added the Ground Zero section into the main game, and like kind of like how they have the different areas and how they had like the way Metal Gear Solid 2 was, where you had like the hangar, the tank section, and then the sea shells or whatever they were called section, like the first half of the game and the second half of the game. Even though the first half was like technically really short. But like if they would have done it like that, I think it'd been kind of neat, because I would have loved to have played through Ground Zero as part of the main story. I think that would have just kind of flown better, but that's just my opinion. Otherwise, like, that part of it doesn't bother me, even though I think the price was ridiculous. Like initial launch, it's weird how people defend Ground Zero to me. Like I love, like I said, I'm a big Metal Gear fan, but there are people that will defend that crap and I'm like, stop. Like, don't even, like, you can't defend it to me. Like, I don't even want to hear it. It's like, no, I'm not listening, because you're wrong. Like, yeah, you can get more out of it. Sure, you can drag out the game and you can get more time out of it if you do every single thing, but I mean, come on. They were selling it for way too much at first. I can't remember if it was 40 or 60, but either way, it was too much. It wasn't long enough. It wasn't a full game. Here, we're going to go down here and do this part next. I'm not looking forward to doing the berries and stuff, because that kind of sucks. I might not do that, actually. We're getting close to 89, and I think after this, what we'll do is we'll start. We gotta get the giraffe things. We'll start working our way towards I think after this video, we will be done with Northrend, is what I'm getting at. Whether I finish the little bit left off screen or not. But yeah, so like, I mean, like I said, I've wanted to talk about Metal Gear with you guys. I wish I could have played it if I had gotten it on PC. Or if I could get the Windows 10 going on my computer or whatever, I would have definitely, I would have played it, because it would have been fun. Even though, freaking, dude, the game is long. I don't know how many episodes it would have taken, but it would have been, like, freaking, like, I would have probably just had to make, like, long episodes, because, like, dude, like, you just spend so much time dorking around in that game, like, there's just so much to do. It's fun. That's one of the biggest strengths of the game, is, like, there's so much. It's like any open world game, right? Like, there's just so much to freaking do, and it's all beneficial to you. So like, you never feel like you're wasting your time, but you're like, man, like, there's just, I can do whatever the crap I want, so it's kind of neat like that. It was a great game. It's definitely going to be, like, when I make my top 10 video games, it's definitely going to be on the list. It may, spoilers, it may be the top game. It's going to be interesting to see. The only game that I can see that might beat it is Fallout. So I'm looking forward to Fallout still. This game's been a great year for games. I mean, like, I'm not kidding. Like, this is one of those years and I'm like, dude, games, you were on it this year. I mean, we've had years in the past that was like, nah. But this year has been killing it. I'm really glad. I kind of feel bad for killing drafts. Because they're drafts. And it's like, dude, freaking, what the heck's wrong with me? It's kind of weird that they don't, like, contribute to the actual quest for killing things here, but oh well, I can skin them, so it's all good. Getting the skinning level up. Need to sell that anyways. Need to make some money. Like I said, I don't really worry about killing tigers anymore, because we don't really need to. Usually you get everything you need from killing all the crap. Like, we'll have to kill crocodiles still and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of like, I mean, people like this zone, and I guess it's cool because it's like, it's not hard, but I mean, in terms of the quest, it's not really the funnest, is it? I mean, I'm just kind of like, I've been doing nothing but kill things. Like, there's really not much else to do. But whatever. I think I have to do a thing here. Let me see. Is that it? No, I guess not. What am I doing? I gotta kill giraffes. I think I have to do something. I think it's over there. Oh well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We're good. We're all right. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of like what I've been doing. I mean, when my internet was out, it was cool because I had Metal Gear, and that kind of got me through that ridiculous phase. Things have been certainly better. In terms of streaming, like I know I was talking about doing streaming. I'm still trying to work it out. Like, my biggest hang up right now is, like, when you stream, you want to interact with people, and that's kind of the point. And so if like you guys are sending me messages in chat, if you're asking me questions, and I can't see them, it kind of sucks. And I want the streaming experience to be as good as it can be. So like I'm trying to figure out like how I can, you know, how I can get that going to make it work well. Maybe get another monitor or something. So, you know, give me some time to kind of figure all that out, and then I'll get on it. What's the tiger doing? Attacking the giraffe? What the heck? But, you know, like, I think it'll be fun, because one of the things that I'm going to start doing is hopefully not lag out. Okay, we're lagging. We're lagging. Okay, there we go. Lagville. Like I said, my internet's not having a problem, but for some reason in the game I'm having lag issues, but oh well. One of the things that I definitely want to start doing is playing more games. I want to play more games, is for sure. Because, like I said, right now with WoW, WoW's kind of like, you know, like there's just not much to talk about. There's not much to do, so we're going to start playing. I want to have fun, man. I play games, and so that's what we're going to do, is play more games. And you guys can watch me play games, right? That's got to be sweet. I'm looking forward to it. So that's the plan, and we'll go from there. I think one of the games I want to play, I love playing Mario with you guys. I loved playing Super Mario Maker. You guys seem to enjoy that. I'm glad you guys like that. That was a lot of fun. That game's sweet, man. Like, freaking... I've already made one level. I wish I knew the code, because I'd, like, share it, but I'll probably share it eventually. You guys can check that out, because it's kind of crazy. It's not super hard. Where is this quest turning? Oh, there it is. But I also just picked up Super Mario Galaxy 2. It's on the store, the eShop, and it's kind of weird. Like, Super Mario Galaxy 2 is on the eShop, but Super Mario Galaxy isn't. I don't know why, but whatever. We're going to play that. I want to play that for sure, because I've never played it. The thing is, I've never played Super Mario Galaxy 2. So that's one thing that we're going to start doing. I want to start playing that on the channel. I love Mario. I think it's fun doing Mario games on YouTube. I think I have fun with it. I think people have fun watching it. And I had a lot of fun doing Super Mario 64, even though I never technically finished it. That was kind of like the joke. But, because I think, like, the story behind that was somebody was like, you know, like, they told me, please finish the game. And so, like, I got to 70 stars, you know, and I forget, like, there was another issue with it, too. But, like they were like, just make sure you finish it, and I got all the way to where like all I had to do was like kill Bowser, and I didn't really feel like making an episode where I just killed Bowser, so I was like, you know what, would be kind of funny is if I just like never finished it, because it's like, oh, whatever, all it is killing Bowser. It's not really fun anymore. Like that last Bowser fight was just kind of like, nah. So like, and plus I had gotten my new computer and I lost the save anyway, so it was just kind of like I just kind of never finished it. So like, yeah, it was just kind of like, it's kind of a troll, I guess. I didn't mean to be a troll, but it just kind of worked out that way. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like, you know, it's really popular thing to do on YouTube anyways, and like gaming is just thriving, and I think it's awesome, and I want to be a part of that, and I want this channel to continue to have videos, and I think that what I really want to do is just, I need it. I need to, you know, I need to have fun, and I need to have fun with you guys, and I think that's what the channel, you know, I think that's what the channel does best, is just have fun and, you know, like just enjoy games, you know, and that's I've been doing that, and I want to do that more on YouTube. And so, like I said, Mario Galaxy 2 is coming for sure. Oh great, here we go. Friggin' weird, it like fell before it fell. I don't even, okay. Hey, you know what's cool though? You see how this glows? You see how that glows? That changed this quest for me big time. It didn't used to glow, and I had the hardest, you guys have no idea how hard it was for me to see those things. And now look, I can see that one all the way over there. Isn't that sweet? You guys, I freaking love that. That was the best thing they ever did, was add the glow thing. That changed everything for me. Like, oh my gosh. Alright, we got our papaya and we got our orange. Now we need the 2 bananas, which I'll probably never get. Oh, God, I hate this quest. The quest still sucks, but it's definitely improved on. Like I said, yeah, Super Mario Galaxy 2, I'm going to play that, and we'll go from there. And like I said, once I get the streaming thing going, I can start streaming stuff, and I think that'd be cool too. So, and you know, I'm still going to make the other videos when they come. I mean, like, when am I going to make a new video? When I think of something and get my thoughts together, when I have something to talk about. You know, right now it's just not a lot to talk about. Like, there's just nothing going on. So, and you know, with macros, kind of the same thing. We're waiting for the new rotations to come in. I mean, when tell you what, when Warlords is done and past, thank God. But when Legion comes out and there are new rotations going, and if there's still a macro or mod in place, freaking you better believe there will be new macros, or at the very least new rotation guides. But right now it's late game. There's nothing to cover. There's just nothing to cover right now to me. Yeah, I also still, man, it's been a long time since I played Heroes of the Storm. I want to get back into that. Diablo is cool, but I don't know if you guys are experiencing this. And I was having internet connection issues for one. I'm having them right now apparently because I'm lagging again. But Diablo, like, my internet's fine now, obviously, except for the occasional lag I'm having here, which I don't know if that's the game or if that's the server or what, because everything else is running fine. But like, I'm having trouble with Diablo. Like, Diablo, like, it's like the server lags. Like, I get the server has to catch up to the game, and it's, I don't know what the heck. I know, like, people are saying that's a big problem with Witch Doctors, which is what I'm playing, because you guys told me to. And I've been playing that a little bit, and like I said, unfortunately, I wasn't able to capture much because of freaking internet and stuff like that. But, like, so when I have played a little bit here and there, it lags, and that's part of the reason why I didn't record it, because I was like, dude, freaking the game is ridiculous. And I can't tell if it's because of my internet or if it's because of the game or freaking, I don't know, dude. But I've heard that it's the game. I don't know. Diablo is crazy, but I love it. It's fun. The season's been neat. What little I've been able to play of it, it's been cool. But it's kind of crazy. But it's I don't know. I don't know what to think of that game. I love it, and it's like it just performs like crap to me all the time. All the time. Come on, Tentacles, do your work. Dude, we've been killing these guys like forever. Like, I don't know what's going on, but we are almost 89, which is pretty rad. We'll be moving on soon, and I'm excited because we're moving to Cataclysm. There we go, 89 or 89, 79, right? Is that what we are? Yeah, 79. For some reason, am I crazy or did the graphic not pop up just now? Did they take that off at some point? Because it's gone. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Something weird's going on. But, like, freaking mods are acting up crazy. Like, I had to get rid of tidy plates after the update. Tidy plates isn't updated. I think there's a fix for it, but the thing is, you know what's cool sometimes when mods are broken? Is you go for a minute to not use them, and then you start to wonder why you ever used them in the first place. And tidy plates is one of those mods that I'm like, why did I ever use this to begin with? Like, I don't know why, but it's kind of like, oh well, whatever. It's just like, I don't know, I don't need it. I'm using the Blizzard UI, and it's working just fine. There's a banana. Good, we need one more banana. Maybe I'll get it. Probably not, but hey. Okay, we don't need to kill the snakes anymore. We just need to kill these crocodiles. And if I can get a... oh, crap. Then we have to do that one quest. I might avoid it. We're 89. 79. Why do I keep saying 89? I wish I was 89, because we'd be heading out to the new territory, or the old new territory. Flying in Draenor is weird, by the way. Oh my gosh, it's the weirdest thing ever. It's cool. I love it. I'm glad it's there, but it's kind of like, what? Like, what is flying, dude? I haven't done it in so long, except for, like, right this very second. Like, what the heck even is going on? I don't know. It's crazy. But, flying, like, it's nice, though. Like, I've been leveling a couple Alliance characters, a little bit here and there, and it's nice to fly. It makes everything better. It makes everything fast. It's also, like, really easy to get treasures now. Like, if you need to find a treasure, if you have handy notes or whatever, it's cake. You level up fast just because of that. Getting around is a lot easier. I get lost a little bit because, like, a lot of times, like, since everything was on the ground, they kind of, like, you kind of relied on, like, ground stuff, and, like, like, they would lead you to places on the ground, and you're like, whoa, I'm flying, where am I supposed to go? I get lost all the time anyways, but hey, it's all good. Like, it's weird, like, this zone, I don't know a time when I ever didn't fly when I was in Sholozar Basin, like, because, like, in Wrath, if you remember, you flew at 77, and usually, like, I came here at 77. I don't know about you, but that's about when I came here. So, I don't know, it's weird. Oh, dude, that could not have gone more perfectly. It's like the game knew, and I'm so glad that it did. Alright, gonna kill this dude, and then we're gonna get the heck on out of here. There we go. Look at that. 15 and 15, 60 and 60. We get to turn those in. And yeah, good for us. Alright. So we're going to turn these in, and yeah, I think that's a good place to call it for now. I think we're going to call it there, and then we'll get our last level out next time. And then we'll vote. Because, hey. Actually, you know what? It will not... I mean, when I turn these quests in, I want to be so close to leveling up that I'm going to do this. I want to go ahead and let you guys vote now, because that'll give me time to get the votes in and stuff like that, and we will continue this soon. So basically what we're going to do is we're heading out to the Cataclysm section, right? And we're going to be doing the Cataclysm stuff. And that means that we get to choose between Howling Fjord... No, that's not correct. Howling Fjord is where we just were a while ago. Let me get my thoughts together. We're going to choose between Hyjal, Mount Hyjal, or we're going to choose Vashir. You're going to choose. So I'm going to put a straw poll up, and you pick between Mount Hyjal and Vashir, and I'm going to say nah to that quest. Now, here's the deal. I don't think the reason why I'm skipping these is because like these quests are ridiculously tedious. But yeah, so here's the deal with that choice. Because I want to preface this by saying that there is a bias, and I don't want there to be a bias making this decision. So when you pick the zone for me to choose, I don't want you to pick the zone that is your favorite, because that's not what this is about. I want you to pick the zone that you want to see me level up in. I have no problem doing either zone. I have no problem going to Vashir. It's been quite a minute since I've been there. And I have no problem going to Hyjal. Hyjal's pretty easy, but that's just it. Hyjal's easy. We've all seen it, and you know, so I don't want you to pick... I don't want you to not pick Vashir because you hate it. I will totally go to Vashir. So, I'm not trying to encourage you either way, even though I kind of want to go to Vashir just to kind of see it. I might regret that later. We might ignore the decision. But no, but seriously, like, I don't want you to pick Hyjal just because it's your favorite or the one you would choose. I want you to pick the one that you want me to go to. But I like to do the interaction. It's fun to do, so I'm going to let you guys pick between Hyjal and Vashir, and by next video we will be 80, and we will be heading to one of those two zones, depending on what you choose. So let me know in the straw poll. Again, that's Hyjal or Vashir. There will be a straw poll up and the link in the description below. So choose for me, and that'll be awesome. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. As always, have a wonderful day. This is Kephas. Until next time.